Hey everyone, Harlequin here. As you can tell, this is not Atlas, this is Battleborn. This is going to be a part of a game that I will be playing in the future, maybe a few games here and there. It's not really a series, just something that I'm going to do. So, there's been comments that popped up not lately, yesterday. Let's say that. Yesterday, there was quite a bit of comments and feedback. And because of that, I decided that I'm going to go ahead and address it. I kind of said it in the last vlog, and I really want to go ahead and just get it out there. That way, I try to be completely honest and forthcoming with everybody, right? Like, I try to be completely transparent on my channel, and I want to say this before I get into everything. I say it all the time, and I'm going to say it again. Doing YouTube is a passion of mine. Like, it's an actual passion. It's actually something I enjoy doing. I love making content, and I love posting content, whether that's one viewer or a million viewers. It doesn't matter to me how many views I get. It's just something that I love doing. And being the fact that we've grown since this year, really, I super love interacting with all you guys. I love talking to you. I love hearing your feedback. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me, or maybe you do. And if I know that a few of the subscribers I have here are actual big channels or minor channels, but minor in like the thousands of subscribers. So I know some of you are subscribed here, so maybe you do know what it's like. But it's a surreal feeling when you go from having no viewers to, you know, quite a bit of viewers to a ton of subscribers. And then to the point where you're having people who are, again, I've said this before, who are spending time out of their day to watch your videos. You know, time of their day they could be doing anything else, but instead they'd rather watch your videos. They'd rather see what you're doing. You know, you're part of the entertainment of their day. You're part of the media they're consuming, right? And I view that super important to me. Now, this is leading up to something that I've said before in the last vlog. Quality of content. Now, I've stuck with the fact that I wanted to make a video every single day since December of 2016, I believe. And so far, we have done that technically. There's been, I think, a few instances here, well, not a few, but, well, yeah, a handful of instances where I've taken a few days off or even a week off. But that's only because I made like 7 to 10 videos in one day. And those were usually like preview type content and whatnot. So because of that, I normally just don't, I won't make videos for the rest of that week or for at least a few days. And in my mind, that was kind of me just relaxing, you know, taking a bit to relax, step back, go out, have some fun, watch some movies and whatnot. And I would come back stronger. I would just come back and make super good content because I've taken a few days off, and I'm like, you know what, I want to get back into this. It's kind of like when you're working out consistently, and then you go like maybe 4 or 5 days without working out at all, and then that 6th day that you go in, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go hard. I'm super excited to be back into this. Now, I'm not saying this is burnout per se. I know I'm not saying that this is something where I'm tired of making content. I'm tired of doing this. Because I'm not. I love it. Even right now, I'm honestly thinking, what would it be like if I didn't make content? And sure, there's a lot of stress that would be taken out of it. Because I do stress myself in, like, I got to get this done. I got to make X video. I got to do Y thing. You know, and I stress myself out. So it would take out a lot of stress. I would have time for a bit of more things in my personal life, of course. For example, I still have not beaten Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's a thing. Though I did beat Mass Effect Andromeda just a couple weeks ago. That was actually a really good game. Surprisingly, like, I loved the crap out of it. I don't know what other people's problems were, but that was an amazing game. In any case, yesterday's Battle Right video, and I'm making this live. For the time you've seen this is about maybe an hour or two before this is being published. Yesterday's Battle Right video, I went back and watched it. Even my wife and a couple of friends who just happened to watch my content watched it. A few of you guys watched it, of course, and left comments. It's probably one of the worst videos I've made this year. I was obviously very tired in that video. I was obviously not up to recording. I was also obviously just not feeling it. Now, you guys have seen my Battle Riot content enough to know that there's those days when I'm just feeling it. I'm going hard. I'm super excited. I could lose the game, but I'm still excited. Like, oh, that was a good game, or I feel good. Yesterday's content, I don't know what the hell that was. I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling good, and I blamed it on the game. I blamed it on mechanics and this and that, and it wasn't the game's fault. Now, don't get me wrong. I still stand behind, you know, my normal multiplayer beliefs. I don't like mirror matches in any kind of multiplayer game, and I don't like any kind of non-draft mode, especially in a mobile game like this. But that doesn't mean that the game was bad or I should have been frustrated at the game. That was entirely on me. So it really frustrated me that I made this content and I pushed it out. It wasn't the fact that I lost. I've pushed out plenty of videos where I've lost before. It was the fact that my tone of voice, the way I acted and the way I sounded just was not the quality that you guys are used to from me. And it's not like I wasn't super into it. Like, I'm looking at myself being like, who the hell are you? What are you doing? Like, you could have done this, and that. And one of my subscribers out there, Jay Noda, I believe. I hope I didn't say that wrong. I played with him literally just a few minutes after I recorded that game. And I blasted some music. I got some cold water. I kind of woke myself up. And I was fine. Like, I won the next few games, and I was doing great. I felt good. I went to work, came back, played some more, and I felt good. I won a bunch of games of Battle Riot. You know, and it's getting to the point that as much as I'm like, oh, I gotta record, or I record at night and stuff like that, I stream at night or the morning, and that's fine. And it's not necessarily a bad schedule, as much as I blamed it on that. It's actually the fact that I'm not preparing myself enough for that. I could be doing better things in my own personal life to prepare to record, to prepare to stream. You know, and that's one of the things that I've lost doing in the past few weeks, is I'm not preparing to do this. Instead, I'm just like, holy crap, I need this, or I need this content, whatever. For the past few days, the content has not been that great because I'm rushing it out. Like, I think this past week and a half, every single video that's come out has been done an hour or two prior to being published. Where normally I do stuff a couple days in advance at minimum or something. There's even some videos where I do it a week in advance. And the good thing about that is, while no, it's not technically quote-unquote fresh content, the point is that it's quality content. I can shift through. I can afford to record games that ended up being really bad and removing them. Like, this was trash. We completely stomped them. It was like a 4-minute Battle Riot video that's not that great, you know, or I got stomped, you know, 4-minute Battle Riot. Like, that's just not entertaining content. That's like, hey, we beat him. Hey, we got him. That's it. You know, for most videos, people go to those channels not just to see the gameplay, but for the personality. You know, the only exceptions are new releases or something new and interesting, you know. Then usually it's just to go see the gameplay. You could put mute on YouTube and just watch the gameplay and be like, this looks interesting, or this looks cool. That's some of the reason why, for example, the League of Legends PvE videos, why I don't talk in them, is because those are specifically preview/showcase videos. There's no reason for me to talk in those videos, because you're there to see and hear the content of that video. You're not there to hear some guy talk over it. So, I mean, that's why I do stuff like that. So, and what I want to get to is I'm gonna kind of take a step back here, guys, and refocus on the quality of my content. I want to be re-energized for making the content that you guys know and love, you know. And a part of that is going to come with what I'm going to do, hopefully for the next week. I can't guarantee that. My mother is going into surgery today, so I'm literally about to leave in about a couple hours to go see her. I took her there. There's no point in me staying because she's going to be there for a while, and there's no way I can see her. I got 2 boys. I can't stay, unfortunately. But I'm going to go see her, and she's going to be in surgery. So there may be a day or two within this week that we miss as far as content goes, but I do want to be reinvigorated with playing with people. I think that's one of the things I've missed the most. I miss playing with my brother. I miss playing with Grumpy. I miss playing with Kitty. I miss playing games with people on the channel. Like, it was so entertaining for me. And that's how we got started with a lot of this. If you go watch my videos from years ago, yes, there's a lot of solo content, but there's also a lot of duo content, especially with Kitty and Grumpy. And I think I missed that. So I've talked with Grumpy, and he will be playing some Battleborn games with me. He will be playing some League of Legends games with me. And that was a bargain, by the way. I told him that I wanted him to play Battleborn, maybe Battlerite. I'm not sure yet on that one. But Battleborn content with me. His counter was like, okay, as long as you play League with me. And I was like, okay. So we'll be playing Battleborn. You'll be seeing those videos come up on the channel any day now. And of course, you'll also be seeing some League of Legends content going up on the channel. Now, this is your chance to provide feedback, guys. I go based off what I like to watch when I still watch League of Legends content creators. To name a few for anyone who wants to know, especially you can see the inspiration on what I have for my own channel. Dyrus, I watch his content creation. Pokimane, I watch her content creation. Red Mercy, I watch his content creation. Like, these are League of Legends players that I do watch. So, in that retrospect, I go based off what I like to see as far as making content. And that is, of course, super cutting a video. Or highlighting a video, however you want to call it. Montage, I don't know. Point being, you're taking a 30 to 40 minute game and condensing it into about 10-15 minutes of watchable video content. Now, some people do still like full games, you know, they still like watching the full games. Or what if there was a funny bit that you missed, or what if there was something you said that was funny but you didn't think it was funny, so you didn't put it in there. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think that was funny, so why should I put it in the video? But you guys could have been like, wow, that was hilarious, or that was such an outplay because of this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh, well, I just thought it was normal. So let me know, what kind of content would you want to see for League of Legends? It is a deal I made with him, so there will be some normal League content other than PBE coming out soon. And what would you guys want to see? Do you want to see the super cut type thing, or do you want to see the full gameplay stuff? I've done back and forth in the past with League of Legends, and both types of content have done pretty well. Surprisingly, both the long form full game League of Legends have had quite a views, and the short highlight one. Now, in that case, as far as technicality goes, the long one's easier to do, obviously, because I can just record, upload. It's not that hard. The highlight one, obviously, would take me about 2 to 3 hours to edit. And then, of course, there's rendering time and upload time. So, that's about where we stand as far as those. So, but I'm always willing to do either one. It's just the frequency which will come out. So if you like the long form videos, then I'll post League content a little bit more frequently. If you like the highlight only videos, then, you know, obviously maybe 1 or 2 a week or something like that. It wouldn't be as frequent. Now, before I go, last thing to talk about is, okay, so what about Atlas Reactor? Obviously today's supposed to be an Atlas day. You know, what about battle rights? If you're doing this content with Grumpy, well, I don't know what to say yet, guys. I do plan on finishing Atlas Reactor this season. I said that at the beginning, and I'm gonna stand by it. I'm still gonna do Atlas Reactor ranked games. I'm still gonna be doing that. As for season 4 and beyond of Atlas Reactor, I'm not sure, and I don't want to get into it. There's a bunch of personal issues and situations with Atlas that I can't talk about, and I don't want to talk about because I don't want to burn bridges. But I still love Atlas. I still enjoy the game. It's still entertaining, and I love it. I love the pure outplay potential as far as outthinking somebody. It's like chess for me, and I was in the chess team in high school. I love chess. And it's something that I'm super still into. I'm just not sure about making content for, or what kind of content you like to see. This whole supercut thing I'm doing with the making masters, not supercut really, but the 3 games per video for making masters, I haven't really gotten too much feedback if you guys prefer that versus the single game content, you know. But in any case, I guess I can always say that I can still make Atlas content for the foreseeable future. As far as beyond that, I'm not entirely sure what the plan is going to be. But in any case, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for hearing me out about the state of the channel, the quality of content, stuff like that. Co-op games coming up soon. I'm so glad, of course, to get a lot of stuff off my chest, as well as hearing your feedback when it comes to this stuff. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Battleborn content. This was literally just a versus bot game because you have to go through these hoops to get into Battleborn. But for anyone who doesn't know, Battleborn is free to play. You can go play it right now. Download it on Steam, Xbox, or PS4. I played a lot on my Xbox, so this is kind of my first time playing on PC with mouse keyboard. Feels a lot better, but Xbox is usually more social, which is why I play on there. Kind of why I play Halo, obviously, a lot too in PvZs, because there's more talking in that game. I love communicating people. But anyways, that's it, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Because, yeah, there will be a video tomorrow. I already have one done. I did it before this video, so I wanted to make sure we could have content for tomorrow. But thanks, guys, and I will see you next time.